Good day, here are today's top stories from the Pna Headlines. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has maintained trust and approval ratings among majority of the people based on the latest survey released by OCTA Research for the month of April. The tugon ng masa survey showed that 60% of Filipinos trust Marcos, while 59% are satisfied with his performance. Marcos's trust rating dropped by 5 points from its November 2024 levels, while satisfaction was lower by 4 points. The president maintains high trust ratings in Ilocos region at 92%, Cordillera Administrative Region at 87%, and Cagayan Valley at 83%. The drop in scores was driven largely by lower ratings in Mindanao, particularly in Davao, the stronghold of former President Rodrigo Duterte. Meanwhile, Marcos received the greatest support from the poorest socioeconomic class, with 66% of Class E respondents expressing trust. Marcos has significantly higher trust and approval ratings compared to other top officials, including Senate President Francis Escudero, House Speaker Martin Romualdez, and Chief Justice Alexander Gesmundo. OCTA Research said that most adult Filipinos continue to show confidence in President Marcos's leadership halfway through his term. The National Commission on Muslim Filipinos, or NCMF, has partnered with Singapore's Islamic Religious Council, the Majlis Ugama Islam Singapura, or MUIS, to undergo formal training on mosque management. Under the agreement, selected NCMF personnel will participate in the training sponsored by the MUIS, which manages 71 mosques in Singapore. NCMF Secretary Sabudin Abdurrahim said the initiative aims to foster unity among founding ASEAN members by enhancing community governance and management of religious affairs. The collaboration builds on the NCMF delegation's recent visit to Singapore, which aimed to explore community initiatives such as mosque-based food pantries and senior care spaces. Meanwhile, NCMF has also partnered with the Muslim Converts Association of Singapore to streamline the issuance of Islamic conversion certificates, which will in turn ease the processing of Muslim burial rites under the new Philippine Islamic Burial Act. Abdurrahim also praised Singapore's culturally sensitive prison rehabilitation programs, noting that NCMF aims to adopt similar practices for Muslim inmates. Weather Bureau Pagasa warns the public to brace for high temperatures today, April 29, especially in 18 areas across the country that may experience danger category heat index levels. Based on Pagasa's forecast, Cavite City could register the day's highest heat index at 45 degrees Celsius. Pasay City, Metro Manila, Masbate City, Masbate, and Pili, Camarines Sur may feel heat index of 44 degrees Celsius. A 43 degrees Celsius heat index may affect San Jose, Occidental Mindoro, and Cuyo, Palawan. Meanwhile, the heat index may reach 42 degrees Celsius in Dagupan City in Pangasinan, Bacnotan, La Union, Iba, and Olongapo City in Zambales, Camiling, Tarlac, Infanta, Quezon, Coron, Palawan, Daet, Camarines Norte, Rojas City, Capiz, Iloilo City, and Dumangas in Iloilo, and Musuan in Bukidnon. Pagasa categorizes areas with heat index values from 42 to 51 degrees Celsius in the danger category due to increased risk of heat stroke, heat cramps, and heat exhaustion. Those exposed to heat for prolonged periods, especially outdoors and under the sun, are advised to drink plenty of water, wear light clothes or protection against sunlight, and rest periodically in the shade or cool areas. In other news, Presidential Communications Office Secretary J. Ruiz on Monday called on photojournalists to use their skills to inspire action against climate change. At a photo exhibit organized by the press photographers of the Philippines in Pasay City, Ruiz lauded press photographers for using their platform to give a human side to climate change. In a message read by Assistant Secretary Erel Cabatbat, Ruiz emphasized the need to empower local communities through education about climate change. Ruiz said communicators play a crucial role in inspiring hope and action, especially in the Philippines, one of the world's most vulnerable countries to climate impacts such as typhoons, droughts, and rising sea levels. He also called to promote and support concrete actions such as reforestation, investing in renewable energy, and strengthening disaster preparedness. Other government officials present during the event, including Philippine Information Agency Deputy Director General Ares Gutierrez and Presidential Task Force on Media Security Chief Joe Torres, expressed support to the PPP and their advocacy. Meanwhile, Director Luis Morente of the News and Information Bureau has pushed for greater attention to advocacy such as preserving natural barriers like the Sierra Madre mountain range and addressing plastic pollution. He also pledged to support the PPP in spreading climate awareness through the Philippine News Agency. The PPP photo exhibit highlights the devastating impacts of human neglect and climate change, as well as the resilience of Filipino communities facing these challenges. In our business news, the Department of Agriculture said the government is subsidizing the 20 peso per kilogram rice program, which is set to launch in Cebu this May. Agriculture Secretary Francisco Tiu Laurel Jr. said a part of the subsidy will come from President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s 4.5 billion peso contingency fund, while another part will be covered by local government units. Tiu Laurel said the program was launched to help unload stocks from the warehouses of the National Food Authority. The NFA earlier said it beefed up its rice buffer stock following President Marcos's directive to intensify palay procurement and ensure enough rice supply. The pilot program in Visayas is targeting areas with high poverty incidents, including parts of Region 6 and 7 and 8, as well as Zamboanga. The DA is currently studying a proposal to extend the program all the way up to 2028, targeting 15 million households throughout the country. Meanwhile, Globe Telecom has expressed support of Forests for Life, 5 million trees by 2028 program of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. The DENR aims to grow 5 million trees to rehabilitate pilot forest areas in Ilocos Norte, Rizal, Leyte, Bataan, Bukidnon, and Lanao del Norte. In a statement, Globe vowed to contribute to the initiative through reforestation activities, community engagement, and other forms of assistance. The telecom firm cited its environmental sustainability priorities, including efforts to tackle climate change in partnership with government agencies, NGOs, and the public. Globe expressed belief that protecting the planet is a shared responsibility, and a greener, more sustainable Philippines can be achieved through sustained collaboration and active participation. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The Pna Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. I am Marita Mohay. This is the Pna Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.